Hi, this is Joaquin Caballero from Pilgrim Mortgage. I wanted to make this brief video to talk about credit scores and how to improve your credit score. I talk to a lot of customers who aren't aware of the intricacies of their credit score and their credit report, and they have no idea how to get it higher in order to get pre-qualified for a mortgage. So hopefully this video helps you. First off, before I start out, I just want to say I'm not an attorney, I'm not a credit repair specialist, I'm not anything like that. So this is just based on my experience as a loan officer, a few tips. So please don't take this as legal advice. Also, keep in mind that this is all based on an FHA or a VA loan. There's different credit requirements for different states, and there's different credit requirements for different loan products. This video is all based on the assumption that the viewer of this video is trying to get their credit score to 620. Okay, so that's what FHA requires and that's what VA requires. That's the minimum score. So we want to get to 620. First off, my best tip is you have to get a copy of your credit report before you do anything. You have to know what's on your credit report. So the easiest way to do that is to go to annualcreditreport.com. annualcreditreport.com. It's absolutely free. You can get a copy of your credit report. They have some kind of partnership with the federal government. You can do that once a year and take a long, hard look at your credit report and see what's on there. If there's anything that's incorrect, you know, there's a lot of identity theft out there. Definitely take care of that. Do what you got to do to get that corrected or taken off of your report. Another piece of advice, don't go through any kind of credit repair agency unless you or somebody you know has had some really good experiences with them and there's some kind of proven track record with them. Right now, it's 2017. There's a lot of people who claim to be credit repair experts. The industry isn't really regulated by the government right now, so there's no licenses that are required. Anybody can just say, I'm a credit repair expert. Without any kind of regulations. So you really want to make sure that you're dealing with somebody who knows what they're doing and they're not just going to go dispute everything on your credit report and not give you any kind of results and just take your money. So make sure you know who you're dealing with. Also, if you have any old debt, for example, you've been paying on a car payment for a long time. Say you signed a 6-year note on your car payment, you're 4.5 years into that note. Don't go trade that car in if your intention is to get a mortgage anytime soon. You want to leave your old debt, old payments that you've been paying on for a long time, you want to leave that on your credit. The reason why is your credit score, the formula that they use, they really like to show a history of you paying on something for a long time, because a creditor isn't going to give you credit if they think you're just going to pay them off very soon. So if you have any old credit cards, any furniture accounts, car payment, keep the old debt on your credit card. On your credit report. Do not pay them off. Do not trade your car in. Keep it on there. Okay, don't pay on any collection accounts or charge-offs. Again, I'm not an attorney. I'm not an accountant. I'm just telling you, if you pay on your collections right now or your charge-offs before you try to get pre-qualified for a mortgage loan, it may actually do you more harm than good. Leave that on there until you talk to a loan officer, until they actually have a chance to sit down and talk to you about those collection accounts, because a lot of times they're not affecting your score that much, especially if they're pretty old. So just leave them alone. If you pay on them, sometimes it updates your credit report, it refreshes everything, and it actually harms your score. A really good way to improve your score is to go to your local bank and get what's called a secure credit card. A secure credit card is where you pay the money for the credit limit. So you would go to your bank and pay them about $500, and then they wouldn't actually pull your credit in order to give you that card. You would just give them the money, and then you go out and make purchases based on your own money. So it's almost like you're borrowing money from yourself. Now the benefit of that is every month that bank would report your payment history, your activity, to the credit bureaus. So it's a really good way to increase your credit score. The only caveat to that is that you have to make sure that the balance is 30% or less than whatever your credit limit is. So take whatever you put down for that card, $500, 30% of that is $150. You never want to make sure that your balance gets above $150. That's a really good way to increase your score. Another good way is to ask a friend or family member who has good credit to add you as an authorized user on their credit card. What that means is their good credit standing, their good standing with that credit card company will automatically show up on your credit report, increasing your credit score. Now you can tell them, hey, friend or family member, I don't want another card. I don't want to ever use this card. I don't even need to know your credit card number. I'm just trying to increase my credit score to get a loan to buy a house, and usually they'll understand. A good way to increase your score while they're adding you as an authorized user is you can ask them, hey, when you add me, ask if you can also get a credit limit increase. A lot of times they can do that in the exact same phone call. Whenever they're adding you as an authorized user, they can ask the company, hey, can you give me a credit limit increase? The bank will usually increase their credit limit, so not only are you getting added on to their good credit standing, but also you're getting a little bonus. You're getting even higher credit limit. As long as their credit card, they have a balance of 30% or less, remember that 30% rule, 30% or less, it's going to increase your score. I've seen this increase scores dramatically in just a matter of a month or two. That's about it. If you guys have any questions, you can call me. My phone number is 210-896-0531. If you're ready to go ahead and apply and see where your credit's at and see if I can get you pre-qualified, I work with people in all situations, all credit scores, all different types of situations. So go to my application link. It's www.applywithjoaquin.com. Thank you. Look forward to speaking with you.